for the first time since 1984.
And in the secondary, Patrick Peterson, one of the top young corners in the league, matched up today with Stevie Johnson. And that's going to be worth watching. Here at the bottom of the screen, 21 on 13. 2nd and 3 for Buffalo. 3rd and 5. Fitzpatrick with time and a first down to Stevie Johnson. Bills leading receiver, 21 catches for 234 yards and 3 touchdowns coming in. Adrian Wilson pushed him out after a gain of 6 and a first down. But Ryan told us he thinks Stevie Johnson is due to have a breakout game.
Well, this is a great job by the coaching staff for the Bills. They get Chandler, the tight end, matched up one-on-one with Patrick Peterson. And they leave the safety on Stevie Johnson. So because of formation and motion, they got the Cardinal defense with the wrong defenders and mismatched on both defenders.
2nd and 9. The Bills on the move. Short drop. Fitzpatrick behind Johnson and incomplete.
Yeah, and that was just an inaccurate throw by Fitzpatrick. Stevie Johnson got about as much separation as you can get on a slant. That's wide open on a quick slant, and you see there the ball is just way behind him. And that ball came out of there a little late. If he could have gotten rid of it a little faster, it would have been a completion. But because he was in the shotgun, he has to wait for the ball to be snapped back to him, and it takes just that much longer to release it.
Buffalo 2 of 3 in 3rd down conversions so far, facing 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick, lots of time again. They go back to the slant to Johnson and another first down. Peterson made the stop.
There's so many guys like Patrick Peterson who's so physically gifted, and he watches Stevie Johnson comes out, and Peterson said, you know, he does a lot of that wide stem slant, and that's exactly what that was. Stevie Johnson is the most patient wide receiver I've seen in the National Football League. Because he's not so physically gifted and can outrun people, he's learned to run incredibly precise routes and get separation in tight spaces.
With Jackson now on 2nd down. Johnson over his head, covered by Patrick Peterson.
Johnson got open and Fitzpatrick sailed that over his head. Watch coming in from the right-hand side of your screen. Fitzpatrick has time to step in, and that ball is just too high. Down on his body, that is a reception.
Third and long for Buffalo. They lead it 9-3 here early in the 2nd.
Hey, walk!
Fred Jackson in the backfield. Checking the call. Stays in the block. And that was almost picked off. Intended for Stevie Johnson, but William Gay had a shot at it.
Yeah, the Cardinals brought a lot of pressure. It was man-to-man coverage all over the field. Tried to fit it in, but this was behind Stevie Johnson as well. And right through the hands of William Gay. Stevie Johnson was open. That ball had to be to the sideline, and Fitzpatrick once again threw that ball behind him.
8. First possession for the Bills here in the 2nd half. Jackson in the backfield. Fitzpatrick slings it out to Stevie Johnson, who makes a nifty move and out to the 28.
He spun out of the tackle by Patrick Peterson. A lot like you see Peterson spin out of tackles on punt returns. Just a quick hitch. Peterson comes up and just misses on the tackle and gives an extra 7 or 8 yards to Stevie Johnson on the reception.
16 yards and first down for Buffalo.
Missed tackles work both ways on both defenses. And when they're playing well, they do it, and when they're not playing well, they miss tackles.
The talented, fast, and physical front 7. Tashard Choice has checked in now for Buffalo. They come on the blitz. Fitzpatrick gets rid of it. Underthrows Stevie Johnson, and it may have been tipped.
That might have been tipped by Vonnie Holiday as Fitzpatrick released it. And that was a big pressure package by the Cardinals. They bring a lot of people at Fitzpatrick. He pulls it down. Let's go. It might have been Lennon who caught it as it came out of his hand. but this ball didn't get out of his hand cleanly at all.
Roads game for Buffalo as they try to come back down 13-9. Just over 3 minutes left in the third. Fitzpatrick, the slant. Johnson. Stevie Johnson. Thrown out of bounds by Darrell Washington after a big gain. 24 yards on the catch.
Stevie Johnson, the outside, or on the inside, working there, inside against William Gay. Just a quick double slant. Fitzpatrick getting rid of the football quickly to put the defense on its heels, trying to get something going here in the second half offensively. Trying to get the ball to their playmakers once again.
Spiller stays in the game. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. 9.5 minutes to play. Johnson. Big play to Stevie Johnson against Patrick Peterson. That was good for 18 yards.
Stevie Johnson comes out and watches. He tries, looks at the post, gives him the big push-off, gets away with it. That is a hard push and swim by Stevie Johnson that was not called, and Fitzpatrick standing tall in the pocket and delivering that. Great play on both ends, but I think Stevie Johnson got away with one at the top of that route.
Fitzpatrick told us that the Bills want Johnson one-on-one on Peterson. They think it's a matchup they can exploit. It worked there. Changing the play, the Cardinals showing blitz, and here they come. Fitzpatrick to Johnson, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Fitzpatrick changing the play at the line of scrimmage when he saw the two blitzers coming right up the middle, knew he had man-to-man coverage